Hi, beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Sagittarius, we're going to look at your monthly October. I was like, where am I? For 2023. And just see overall what's going on for you. Anything and everything that goes. Take whatever resonates. We're going to start with an overall energy here and then go deeper into that message. So, Sagittarius, what is going on for you? There you go. That was quick. Angel or miracles? Who had that? I'm not going to remember who had that, but someone else. There was another sign that had this to begin with as well. So maybe there's a connection there somehow. I'm so sorry, I can't remember now what sign it was. Angel or miracles? Open your heart and expect a miracle, Sagittarius. I'm still looking for what sign that could be, but I'm just going to drop it. So what I'm seeing here is someone learning to fly. Someone is trying their wings. Like we have this mother figure and we have this child here. And someone is learning how to fly and are quite good at it, even though they're so young. So I think that this is something has to do with like you're fairly new at something or you're just barely like coming into something new. But the moment you sort of step off that ledge or the moment you sort of take that leap of faith or like just fully embrace whatever situation it is and sort of throw yourself out there, you're going to be really, really good at it. Like if there's something you've been trying to do or not trying to do, but like thinking about doing and maybe being a little bit scared of trying it, like you don't have anything to fear, like you will be so good at it from the very beginning. This is like something new and it's going to work out. If it's not like that you're going to be good at it, it's like it can be like such a 3D thing, like thinking about starting your own business or thinking about starting your own just even side hobby, and you're a little bit scared to sort of go ahead with something. And just know that like it will work out. Even initial stages, if we sort of go in a little bit into like just starting your own YouTube channel, like initially you will hear that there's going to be such a struggle. Like I don't know how many like percent of companies starting like within the first year they're gone again because like they fail. You hear all these numbers and you hear all this talk. If I were to listen to that talk about this YouTube channel, I wouldn't exist anymore. And so I just want to say that's not the case for you. It feels like you're starting up something, you're going ahead with something, and even at the very beginning stages, you're flying, like you're cruising through the air, and it's gonna really work for you. And we have angel and miracles, like open your heart and expect it to do well. Just expect it to do well, okay? For whatever reason, I get a surgery for someone, and I understand that that's probably going to be just for like one person. So maybe there's a surgery coming up, whatever surgery to your body that you're afraid of, or maybe even like maybe it's even a choice, or like you're faced with an option or faced with like okay, so here's what we can do. So that would mean you need surgery, and you're maybe even like thinking about should I go ahead with the surgery or not. And obviously I can't sit here and give any advice, any medical advice whatsoever. This is not advice for anything. This is you taking responsibility for whatever you're hearing through this reading, through these messages, and whatever sort of suits you. Take that on and run with it, or like leave it be. I'm just saying, what I'm getting here around this energy is that if you're thinking about some sort of surgery, or you're a little bit afraid, maybe even you're going into surgery and you wonder like how it's going to go, you're a little bit worried, or maybe you have people around you being fearful of the situation, that just knowing that everything will be fine. And just try to relax the nervous system beforehand. Like just try to sit with like, look into it as like just almost being excited to do it, like you looking forward to this. And this can be like anything. Like your mind is such a power tool in deciding if something is going to work out or not. Like you really have that power. So beforehand, just really look at it as this is really going to work out, okay? Okay, so going deeper into this message, what do we have for Sagittarius, please? For the month of October, we have release the past. Release the past. So there might be something holding you back, wanting to move forward, but something is holding you back still. Like, throw yourself out there. It's going to work out. What else here for Sagittarius, please? Okay, take a leap of faith. It's exactly what we just said. But this is about taking a leap of faith. This is trusting the situation. We have 3 of Michael, which is very much about like having had a really tough time or going through some tough time and like maybe being even a little bit stuck there to not really get out of the past, but wanting to move forward, wanting to start this new thing, wanting to engage in something new. And like just because of what has happened in the past, there's a little bit of fear to move forward. And this is asking you to take a leap of faith. I said that before, like this is about throwing yourself out there, taking that leap of faith. And we actually have the leap of faith card come out saying like, you can do this, Sagittarius. You can move forward and it's gonna work out. We have the Queen of Raphael and we have the Empress. So I love to see this for you, Sagittarius. So it's follow your heart and time to act upon your plans. It's open your heart and expect a miracle. The miracle angel is like coming in to help you. We have Queen of Raphael, which is all about like trusting your heart, trusting your intuition, knowing that the feeling of wanting to move forward, the excitement about it, the idea about it, like you can trust that. It's okay to move forward. We need to release the past a little bit and like dare to go for it. I'm not such a, you hear this expression like feel the fear and do it anyway. And I'm not such an advocate for that expression. And I'm not such an advocate for following that advice, because getting into anything really, when you start with the base of fear, it's not going to be good. So I would, that's why I'm saying sit with this. Try it out in your mind. Let your body sort of go on that adventure. Like your mind can really, like how do you know if you're supposed to do something? How can you even have a feeling about it if it's something you haven't done before? Because your body can try it out in your mind. Your energy body can be there and actually feel it. I'm being drawn to this story. There's I don't know what she is. Maybe she's a doctor or like a professor or whatever, like where everything started for her. But I've seen her a couple of times now when she's saying like they've done these tests. And I know this since before. When you're trying something out in your mind's eye, the neurons in the body will fire exactly as if you were doing it for real. But now they've even like fully tested. I don't know if it was like 100 people or 1,000 people, like a study group with people going into lift weights, specifically to lift weights. But instead of lifting the weight, they were sitting down, being told like to dress for the occasion, plan as if you're going in to lift the weights, but actually go in and just sit down on a bench. And then in your mind's eye, just do the repetition, thinking about lifting the weights. And over the course of, I'm going to butcher this experiment now because I can't remember it, but over the course of maybe perhaps a month, something like that, these entire people, this entire study group had an average of 13% of growth in muscle mass without not even lifting as much as a finger. So because the brain thought, because you're telling the brain to lift the weight, the body doesn't know if you're actually lifting the weight and putting pressure on the muscle, or if it's just in their mind's eye they're actually lifting the weight, because the brain is sending the same signals to the body to start to have the experience of lifting weights. And that is not just for lifting weights. That is for everything. That is for going into surgery. That is for whatever this is for you that you want to take a leap of faith in, like to to move ahead with something. Instead of playing out in your mind's eye, like this might not work. What if it goes to, where? I'm, how you have that negative self-talk. Instead of having that, which then turns out to be true, not because it's true, but because you sat on the bench and you pretended it was real, right? So why not instead playing out the story that you want to happen? So this is about trusting then that where you're being pulled or called or guided right now to just really follow that, Sagittarius. And the Queen for me is so much about growth and maturity and coming into your own. And usually when you're turning knowledge into wisdom, like you have known something for a while, but now like through experience, it's not just an intellectual knowing, it's an actual knowing. It's like it's in your DNA, it's in your cells, you feel it, you know it. And so there's something about repetition, there's something about like pretend it, like what would it feel like if it actually would play out? Like to just play that up in your mind and see what will happen with your body, like work that fear or worry down so that you don't have to go into a situation still feeling fearful. Because I don't trust in that situation, or I don't believe that will turn out as well as it could. And it's not such an enjoyable ride. It's not such a passionate experience if you go through it with fear. You might miss the whole point, And then we have the Empress here. So this is all about like becoming who you want to be. The Empress is the most powerful. She trusts herself, and this is obviously for both women and men, to take on the energy of the Empress. Like she trusts herself, she knows what she wants, and she goes after it. This is when you're having a wish, a dream, a fantasy, an idea, and you wanted to it's even about daring to go into a relationship, or it's not necessarily just to have like a starting up company or going into surgery for that one person, or like should you like at this age or at this state or at this time in your life, like whatever, go into this new educational program? Is that just stupid to go back to school? No, it's not. All of these things, whatever they are for you, to just like whatever you're putting your mind to right now is going to be so rewarded. The Empress is all about like taking that action, going for what you want, and be rewarded for it. It's not like a let's see how it goes type of feeling. It's like I'm going after it. The Empress knows what she wants. And it's that leap of faith. Believe in yourself, trust in yourself, listen to that heart of yours, and dare to take a leap of faith. But like I said, work down the fear first, work down the worry, and then talk yourself up, like talk yourself into a big game before making that phone call, before meeting that person, before starting that business, like to just come in with confidence, really. And there's a dog there that represents loyalty to me, like loyalty, trustworthiness, friendship, unconditional love, that there's a companionship going on here at the same time that maybe you're not even seeing just yet. You're starting to see that companionship. You're starting to see that loyalty and trustworthiness. That might even be to like be loyal to your own dreams. Be loyal to, like, we're so good at like being loyal to friends, or like we take big pride if you say like I'm a woman or a man of my word. Like if I promise that, I'm gonna follow through with it. But we're not so much like about being honorable to ourselves. I don't find anyway. Like if you have a dream, or if you say that you're going to do something that is like just involving you, or you have this idea or this dream that you would like to move forward with, and then you sort of don't do it. I mean, if you would break the loyalty towards a friend, you promised them that you were going to do something. Even though they might be a very understanding friend, like, I get it, like, you didn't want to do this anymore, so I get it, like, but it still would be a discussion. It still would be some sort of, what is that called? Repercussion? I think you know what I'm after. Like there's going to be some waves or some sort of responsibility that comes back around saying, or at least having a discussion say or conversation saying, I can't do this, or I know I promised I would, but like I can't do it. We rarely hold ourselves accountable. Like having a dream, and if it's just a dream, I don't have to hold myself accountable at all. If it's doing something more practical, or like go on a diet or starting to exercise or something like that, like to be loyal to that, just to be trustworthy. Show yourself that you can trust yourself when you say you're going to do certain things. Okay, there's a couple more cards here. What is this about for Sagittarius, please, for the month of October? This is something about like daring to go after your dream, daring to follow that idea, release the past that it's that is holding you back. I mean, look at this awareness. I'm going to read from the book. The awareness card comes out, and it's number 1. So it's like a new beginning. It's where everything begins. Begin again, starting over, fresh new energy. Complete connection there between you and the universe, like getting you what you want. Okay, the awareness card. This card is one of the key reminders that you already possess all the tools to guide and direct you in your life. Like you already have everything that you need to move forward. Whether it's wisdom, intuition, psychic skill, creativity, self-motivation, love, willpower, physical ability, or just pure courage. They're all a part of you. Once you learn to tap into and use them, you'll be amazed by the power and effect they can have. You have the ability to allow the universe to work in partnership with you. I'm going to say that again. You have the ability, Sagittarius, to allow the universe to work in partnership with you. Together, you can manifest change, whatever the desire may be, and bring about a positive outcome. This card represents your ability to create your own reality, to set ideas into motion, to set ideas into motion and watch them grow. This card is often drawn when you're ready to switch direction, start a new project, or change careers. Now is the time to use positive thoughts, visualizations, and affirmations as you veer away from negativity. And I will just add to that, and in your past. Knowledge is power and can lead to success. By having faith, keeping your willpower strong and directed, and by tapping into the tools that you possess, as well as calling on the magic from the universe, you can accomplish anything and everything you set out to do. And in the traditional tarot, this is the magician. So like this is so much about like understanding the path to your own creativity, like understanding that you are the creator of your own reality. And like asking the universe for help, like it doesn't, this is very much being in alignment with the universe, being in, like we heard from the book, like be in partnership with the universe, but also like I'm asking here for help. I'm asking here for guidance. Like you have the big angels there to guide you as you're a new little one trying your wings for the first time. But it looks really good. It's more like a coming into your own, understanding your true potential, true powers, taking a leap of faith. But it's like all going to where you want to be. It's coming out of a tough time. It's coming out of maybe a very dark time for you, and maybe a time where you lost yourself a little bit and sort of didn't really know who you were there for a moment. But this is like all coming back and becomes so much clearer because of that situation. But now you don't need that situation anymore. You can release that past and just really claim who you have become and start to work with partnership with the universe. We're going to have a final thought from your angels. Just a final card here for Sagittarius, please. For the month of October, just some final words from your angels. And that's Scorpio. Big happy changes. it's like I feel like this is such a motivational speech almost. It's like, okay, Sagittarius, whatever you have in mind, go for it. Do it. It's going to work out. It's going to be beyond your wildest dreams. As you go forward with this is going to lead to big happy changes. Nothing here speaks about, this is just speaking about releasing the past from where it's been dark. Nothing else after that is like, expect a miracle here. We're talking about like connecting with the universe and finding the empress inside of you. Like, it's just all power cards, power energy. So it's nothing like, as you try this out, it might go wrong. It's like, as you try this out, there's going to be big happy changes. Okay? So that's what I have for you, beautiful Sagittarius. I still offer personal readings and a little other nuggets in there. Read about it in the description and contact me if you're feeling interested. And please subscribe if you hadn't already. It really helps me out. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.